Alright, welcome back to the league races. This time we're back with FTRL for overdue round 6, 7, I can't remember what it is, of FTRL Division 1 at Imola. This was dry qualifying, dry race, which helps. I really like driving this track. I don't know how I feel about racing it with people, but to drive it on your own, I feel like it's very satisfying. So, but not always the most exciting. This is the setup anyways. I think it's a little different to what I used at TTML for this track, because of course I won't have that setup anymore. I could go back and find it, but anywho, this is qualifying, end of qualifying. Okay, so basically I set this on a U set of softs. I decided I wanted to save a set of softs for the race, and I actually still qualified 8th. I could have maybe qualified, 6th or 5th, in that kind of range. Maybe not 5th, but maybe 6th or so. But I did that on a scrub set because it was only 200 slower. I think it was a lap I abandoned, but it was only 200 slower. And I thought, I'll just do that then. So I could have gone a little bit quicker if I had selected the new set of tyres. So anyways, this is the race. We're inside the top 10, which is fine. I want that because I don't want to do medium soft in case the safety car comes out and it would screw you. So I'm happier this way, even though I'm in 8th. Anyways, here we go then. 5 red lights, and away we go. I'm actually pretty happy with my pace around here. It's an okay start. Matt is going to pull alongside us here. We're going to have the outside for turn 1 because the inside for 2. A little early on the brakes just to probe a bit. And then Matt kind of gets pent up a bit. I think that's Yogi who goes off and get a great launch out of that chicane. And side by side with Matt, I brake early. He leaves too much space and he admits so afterwards. And then I understeer that second part of the corner. Tom LD has made a start from like 14th on like softs and has ended up in 7th on lap 1. I'm not sure what on earth happened there, but anywho, we're still in P8, which is fine. But yeah, to stay on the back of these soft runners would be handy. So, and there's a fair few Div 2 drivers as well in this one. VSC was deployed for an accident in the lap 3 here, and some people are going to take the opportunity to dive into the pits. I'm going to stay out because it's too early to box, and I don't want to go hard. I'm not going to go for another stop after this either. Or sorry, an additional one. I'm not doing 2 stops, so which is what I have to do basically if I boxed or go hards, which yeah, not doing that. So anyways, we move up to 5th place here. We're basically in a hunt for a podium here, oddly enough, because there's Tom, there's Dylan, and there's Lynx as well. Barcelona from Div 2 pits this lap, so we're right in the hunt here for a really strong finish. At least, we're in the hunt at least. I don't know if a strong finish is not guaranteed at this point in the race, but we're in the hunt certainly. Lap 11, Yaram is on the medium, so he's actually able to stay on the back of us for this first stint on his mediums. That really benefited him. A couple of people did box, so it's myself and Tom leading down. Dylan's pitted as well. I'm not sure, Yaram could have gone for that move. I'm not sure why he was very generous with that. He definitely could have gone for it. I wouldn't have thought that down the inside. He definitely had the run. Lap 13, I decided to get the jump here on Tom. Basically do what he did. Well, I was going to box anyway, we'll see. But I was going to go lap 14, but I decided that, what, I'll go for one lap earlier if Tom doesn't pit. So, and plus I think Yarm is going to get me anyways, and I'm over 60% tire wear anyway, so we'll go for the mediums and we'll go to the end from here. Now, a couple of people will pass us out pitch very early on, like Barcelona and such, but they have old tires, they'll come back to us later. Dylan, of course, played a few laps prior as well, and so did Link, so these guys will get by. We do end up behind Wesker and Barcelona, and I was happy enough because, in a sense, I was 2 seconds behind. I didn't think I would catch them on this first lap. Excuse me. So I thought my out lap will be unencumbered by to try and jump Tom. Right, we're going to go by Wesker here. I stick to the left-hand side because that's where the space opens up. His car pings off. We do keep ahead. We actually jump Tom, but Wesker's out of the race. So Wesker reported that. The reason why I waited so long for this video is I want to see what the outcome of that was, and it was deemed a racing incident. The thing was with it is that I'm going 20 miles an hour or so quicker than he is, At this point, he's on the majority on the right, so I decided to go for the left then at this point. And then Wesker kind of got spooked that Tom was coming out of the pits. And the kink in the straight kind of just, yeah, and he was too close. So, but this, because I'm going so much quicker with DRS and the ARS, I have to make a decision early on where I'm committing to. And because of the way the nature of the straight, the way it kinks off here, there was more space on the left. So in that moment, that's what I went for. So, unfortunately, he was out of the race, but he definitely had a bit more room to play with than I think he realised at the time. Anyways, that was a safety car restart, lap 21. So some people have pitted under the safety car. I didn't, because I felt like my hands were tied a little bit with my track position. And they're certainly tied here because the safety car comes out. And if we pit now, we'll lose all the track position. So, kind of like how some of the guys were kind of screwed in Hungary when we were able to benefit from that. You know, I'm on the flip side at this time because now my hands are tied here. So, we got people on softs behind, but not a ton of laps. And overtaking is not the easiest. And once we have DRS, I think we'll be okay. So, initially I got a decent jump on Yarm, and I thought about going for a move, but yeah, nothing really opened up there. So, a bit of a rough trip. Apparently that was 16 track limits. Hairy moment there. There's Tom, there's Dan. I'm in the sandwich. Get the hell out of Dodge, they decided to do. And, well, Dan was launched by Ox, I believe. So, yeah, unfortunately, I think Dan wanted to run at that, but he backed out of it. Right, lap 25. Here we go then. So, I know Fox and Ox have penalties. They've got DRS, they've got sauce. I let them go. I can't fight that anyway, but I let them go. Break early. Ox collides with Fox. Ox then spins. And I have nowhere to go. And there we go. Really, really frustrating. I'm so sick of running into an accident like that. I'm so sick of it, where someone spins in front, you know, they make a mistake, they drop it, and I'm too close behind to get the hell out of the way. And if there was a runoff area, or, you know, if there wasn't a corner right after that, you know, I could have maybe had... Oh, I spent the pit lane like a mile an hour, apparently. So, not that it matters at this stage. There's just nowhere to go. Like, there's just nowhere to go. And I think I was on 2 warnings at that stage as well. So, you know, I didn't want to pick up a bullshit one that, you know, trying to avoid an accident. But, anyways... really, really annoying, because I think like a really good finish was on there, and you'll see why in a moment. But yeah, our race is done unless a safety car comes out. But none's going to come out here to save me this time. So yeah, really annoying. You know, you try and take care to allow other people to crash into each other essentially, and then they do, and then drops at next corner, and then yeah, there's nothing you can do. Really frustrating. I feel like if a podium was in the offing, certainly a top 5, you know, at minimum, I think was in the offing there. And Matt finished 4th, and he was like 9th or something, you know, when the safety car restarted, so, or something like that. So 15 or whatever. He was well down the order because he spun himself earlier. So yeah, really frustrating. What was it, P14 in the end? Yeah, just a rough one. Like, Chicken won that race in the end. He was... Yeah, Tico was... To be fair, Tico was robbed because Tico had that race under control before that safety car came out, the first one. So he was kind of put in a rough spot. But, yeah, I feel like top 5 could have been easily possible. But anyways, that's how the cookie crumbles. Here's the standings. Yeah, I haven't seen these for a while. Despite that, I'm still in 6th. Again, can't help but feel I should be close to 3rd. With a, you know, possibly top 5 to go in Imola there, but yeah, unfortunately, look, it's been a bit of a mess of a season. 3 finishes outside the top 10. If I take a penalty in Mexico, it was my fault. Azerbaijan was just chaos. The constructors, then we're in a decent hunt for 3rd still against Aston Martin. I feel like they're beatable. I feel like Matt and Ox are beatable, even if they have better pace than myself and Dylan. But I think they're beatable because they've got more mistakes in them. So that's where we're hoping anyways. Very short video with this one, but yeah, not too much actually happens around Imola usually because you just get stuck. So, and that was with 2 safety cars and you know, 2 accidents. So, yeah, pretty annoying. But anyways, that's going to do it for round number 6, 7. I don't know what it is of FTRL Division 1. Next up is Canada, which we had a lot of fun with in TTML. So that's going to be fun, isn't it? So, thanks for watching, and until next time.